Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is TJ.
Hello.
We march on with our fourth annual 31 Days of Horror, where we watch a different horror movie every single night in October. Today marks day 18, and our movie for tonight was Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. A absurd, ridiculous movie that was a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
I laughed out loud so many times.
Same.
Bear with me, TJ and the audience. I have 6 pages of notes. Just at the... This is one of those movies, and I wrote in my written review, this had a bunch of stuff that I never thought I would see in a movie. Mm-hmm. But then I'm like, I didn't know I needed to see that. Uh-huh. And before we get into anything, I have to give the biggest shout out to Cloris Leachman.
Uh-huh.
To be handed this script and to know this is what you're going to fucking do in this movie. Holy crap. And she's like, yeah, that's cool. Oh my God. Okay, so the gist is there's these 3 scouts. Pretty much it's the title of the movie is the movie.
Yes.
You know, it's a bunch of scouts versus the zombie apocalypse. The way it's released is kind of funny. Blake Anderson from Workaholics is in the beginning. He's like a janitor at this secret facility or like this government lab or something. And wants to mop the room that the scientist is in. Starts mopping and then sees something behind this plasticky stuff and then goes in. There's like this... Dodd guide date of death. I liked the way it started. I did. I was kind of like, we'll see. But when he was going to give CPR and his hands burst into his abdomen and the guy woke up, I liked that. And just Blake, I think, was the right actor for this role. His reactions were perfect. And it was from this opening scene, because he's being thrown across the room while the doctor scientist guy is trying to get his Takis out of the fucking vending machine, and just like the shots from the doctor's perspective, and you see Blake just flying across the room. I was like, okay, this is what this movie's going to be. I can get behind this. It's an absurd movie that knows it's an absurd movie and uses that to its advantage in really ridiculous ways later on. Like, holy crap. Then from there, the virus just spreads. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we should just go through memorable scenes or...
And there were plenty.
Just the stuff that it got away with because of the absurdity of the movie. Because there was some dumb shit in this movie. But it got away with it because it knew it was a dumb as fuck movie. But not dumb as in stupid. Like, just dumb as in... Like, I keep saying absurd, but that's the only way that I can describe this perfectly. It was just so fucking absurd. You couldn't take anything seriously. Oh, and it also has David Koechner, who was a fantastic comedy actor. He was the scout leader.
Okay, yes, because I know I've seen him.
Yes, I think he was like in... Shit. Yeah, I think immediately Anchorman comes to mind. Mm-hmm. He is just a phenomenal comedy actor. A minor role here, but, you know, he's a winner no matter what he's in. Big fan of him. It also has Ty Sheridan, who is Cyclops from the newest X-Men movies.
Yes.
So props to him for finding himself a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just start with my notes. Unless you want to, I mean, you can start. I don't have to like...
Well, I was going to say, like, back at that first scene, I loved how that scene ended with the chips getting stuck in the machine. And after he died...
I wrote in my notes, Takis fall now. ... Yes. Because when I'm like, fall. I was like, yes, okay. This is going to be a very, very fun ride.
Yes.
I'm just going to go through some of the laugh out loud scenes personally. First one is when Scout Leader Rogers says to Carter, no one eats a hot dog like this. Then he does the motion of a blowjob. I fucking died. I was like, that's so awesome. Oh my God.
There's just like so many moments like that.
The zombie fight during 9 to 5.
Yes.
I loved.
Yes.
I did think Carter feeling up the cop zombie's titties. That was funny, but it was kind of fucked up at the same time.
Like, first I thought it was just hilarious showing her boobs.
Yeah.
Like, I burst out laughing then.
Yeah.
And then when he did that move, it fit his character.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally.
It fit his character totally.
So I don't know how to approach this. I guess I'll just go chronologically and we can fill in the blanks, I guess, if that's okay.
Yes, that works.
Okay, so this is going to be a combination of ridiculous stuff and LOL stuff. So I thought some of those were ridiculous. It's like, maybe if you have a guy with a zombie virus, don't let the janitor just in there by himself.
Yes.
And maybe keep an eye on the janitor. I was like, Takis are not that fucking important.
Maybe do some drug testing on the janitor.
Right. I mean, he's from Workaholics. Come on. I said that David Koechner was the perfect guy to be the scout leader.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the unnecessary jump scare in the beginning, where Carter comes into frame, I think, when after they hit the deer.
Yes.
I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed at the possibly gay homeless guy. He was just so fucking over the top. He's like, he walks into the store and shows them his 20.
Which brings, it will eventually segue to another one of my favorite parts.
Okay, yeah, I have that written down. Something I thought was ridiculous, but this movie gets away with it. Passing beer to the kids in front of the fucking store window. Like, go around the corner.
Or just put the beer in the car.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, come on. What the fuck kind of senior party is that?
Yeah, it's like,
did you ever
seniors have a much bigger budget?
Ever go to a senior party like that?
No.
I mean, I didn't go to any senior parties, but I'm like, okay, if you've seen this movie and you went to a senior party like this, comment down below where you live, and I want to visit, and I will pretend I'm a senior.
Also, you're very extra.
Yeah. And I feel bad for poor Augie alone in the zombie woods.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, aw. I know straight horny teenagers are supposed to be clueless, but an empty strip club? Come on.
Yeah. Especially one with that kind of budget.
Right?
Shit, I mean, the movie Siren. That's the strip club they should have went to.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was like the light budget alone.
Yeah.
You're like, holy crap. I'd go there just to take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice lighting, says the gay photographer. There's nice lighting in this place. If the one stripper was a zombie, why would she still strip?
I guess habit.
I mean, there were some, what we would call that, or like reflex motor functions.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, I'll get to later. Something I didn't like was he cleaned the blood off his face. Carter did really well with one wipe.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like that after the strip club.
But at least they stayed with continuity on that, with the blood on his neck all the way through.
Yes, and his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first, and then a couple scenes later, I'm like, okay, I won't bitch as much about that. We had a zombie on roller skates, dude.
I'm glad you saw that, too.
That was awesome. I wrote zombie on roller skates for the win. Yes. When Augie was taking that really nasty dump, I asked, who the hell wipes their ass after a giant shit with one square of one ply at a time?
Yes.
He's getting shit finger, dude. Like, there's no... Come on, Augie.
Yeah. You're a bad scout.
I get that he needs shit for his badges, but come on, dude. Come on. We've all been there. Let's see. The zombie fight during 9 to 5. I just left his Dolly Shrine house. Like, he walks in, this like stand of, like, the cardboard stand thing of Dolly Parton.
Uh-huh.
And the fucking pinball machine and the bust of her on the mantle. And this is not a slight at anybody, but we had an overweight zombie.
Uh-huh.
You usually don't see that. If you notice, usually zombies are like skinny people that can run.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I think, a couple overweight zombies, but one in particular in the police station.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Which I also like the police station scene of the stripper and the other dude just fighting.
Oh, when they were like bickering back and forth?
Yes.
And then he like threw a tantrum and like laid on a toilet paper roll. I'm done with you. Well, he was kind of a douche.
Oh, yeah, he was a total douche.
So, yeah, I'm glad he kept getting put in his place. I wrote, I wonder if Denise, the cocktail waitress, was named Dennis, a waiter, if the whole kissing scene would still be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, would that still be okay? No.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a nitpick on my end, just from seeing it from a different point of view.
Mm-hmm.
No one else will see it from that point of view, probably, but you know what I'm talking about. I wrote LOL at cop zombie titties.
Mm-hmm.
I did appreciate Haddonfield being on the sign.
Yes, I noticed that too.
So awesome. They were called Deerfield.
Yes.
And then so they had Haddonfield as the next town. That was cool. I did like that Denise was a resourceful female character.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, in fact, she was the one saving their lives.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that she was kind of a badass character. I like that. This was really fucking stupid. This was almost a little too ridiculous for this movie. Denise says, did I just drop acid, or are they really singing Britney Spears at the zombie? That was so fucking stupid.
But I was loving it.
I had my head in my hands just like, oh my God, are you serious? Why? I was like, why? And if I thought that the homeless guy was gay before his little Britney Spears shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be gay, but yeah. When they were going back to the party and Denise went off on her motorbike.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck the party.
Well, and also, I thought that particular scene would be my only particular nitpick.
Okay.
Because it just seemed like there was something that was edited out of there. Like a conversation, something is just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're splitting up.
Yeah, because they were getting in the car together. The next thing you know, they're on the road. Like,
yes.
Ben and Denise are on the road together, and they're splitting up. So I agree completely. The edit felt really, really awkward.
Because before that is the entire time that they're searching for the diary, right?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So a couple things in that particular scene, or that particular area. I loved it the moment that they walked into the sister's bedroom, and Augie's like, it smells like pixie sticks and hope.
Yeah. You never been in a girl's bedroom, have you? Your mom doesn't count. Female relatives don't count.
Laugh out.
There's a couple things. There's a couple blocks from that entire scene. That
the penis.
Yeah, let's. It's two things I got to discuss. So, Cloris Leachman had to read in this script. Okay, Cloris, your character is going to be a really bitchy cat lady, but then later on in the movie, you're going to turn into a zombie. Now, during a zombie fight with the group, you're going to get your dentures knocked out. And then you're going to try and bite the bare ass of a 15-year-old boy. And she was like, okay. I was dying laughing because she couldn't bite him because her fucking dentures had fallen out. I was like,
she's just gumming away.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. That was just that was one of those scenes I was like, okay, I did not know I needed to see that. I did not know I would ever see that. But that was just such a little, just a brilliant bit of absurdity.
Mm-hmm.
Why hasn't that been thought of before?
Mm-hmm.
It was really well done. And then Ben is trying to get to the trampoline. It's infested with zombies. Everyone else is over the fence. And he's falling backwards and grabs onto that old dude's cock. How fucking big is that dude's dick? Good God. Like, that was... Holy crap. So he's hanging out of the window, just hanging by this just long...
Schlong.
And I wrote again, can you imagine being Ty Sheridan and reading in the script, okay, you're gonna be hanging out of a window, hanging onto an old dude's cock. And you're gonna hang on to it for a long time, including to the part you get over the fence. You're still gonna have it in your hand. And he's like, okay, I'm good with that. Like, if they did table readings for this, that'd be so much fun.
Uh-huh.
It was such a weird scene.
And then going to the cat lady's house.
Let me touch on the hanging out of the window with the dick thing.
Okay.
This wasn't subtle.
No.
So anyone that's thinking it was implied or quick shots, no. It was long shots of him hanging out the window, hanging off this dude's long ass dick.
As it's stretching.
As it's stretching, and then breaks off, and then he falls down and gets over the fence and still has it in his hand. Holy shit. Just.
And did you notice after he tossed it and landed in some random zombie's mouth?
Yes. See, it's little touches like that. I was like, okay, awesome. Nothing's going to waste here. Literally. Go ahead. Sorry, you were talking about the neighbor lady's house with the cats?
Yes. The moment that they entered her house, I'm like, there has to be zombie cats.
Yes, I wrote zombie cats. Awesome.
And not just the one zombie cat that we saw, but I loved the shot of hearing the zombie cats growl, and you just see all the lights, all the eyes light up. In the black.
I love when they went into the room and they shut the door and there's all little kitty paws underneath the door trying to reach through. Like, it's just so fucking stupid. But it's really fucking funny. I talked about earlier about zombie reflex reaction, just doing normal things.
Yes.
My favorite moment was whoever the fuck it was, zombie riding the rascal scooter. That was fucking gold. I laughed so hard I had to pause the movie. That's how hard I was laughing. I was like, that is so awesome. She's like, she's just, and it's a long shot. They just film her scootering across the street and then up the sidewalk. And then it cuts. They held the shot for a long time. I loved it. I did like the scene where that one dude is trying to force, this is going to sound bad at first, the scene where the girl is trying to be forced to have sex by that dude.
Yeah.
And then they compromise that she says, you can eat me out. I like that only because it put the power back in her hands. I don't like that whole, like, you know, aggressive jock, you know, horny teenage dude thing when they're trying to force women to have sex with them. Because he's like, oh, and he like got all pouty and shit. And then that's when, you know, the guilt thing rides in, and then, you know, they'll be like, oh, okay. No, she's like, you can eat me out. I'm like, cool, you're getting something out of it. Good for you.
Why I watch soap operas.
Yeah, and then, maybe don't do that, because that was a thing I never knew that I would ever see, was a girl getting eaten out by a zombie.
Yes.
And then getting turned into a zombie by having her pussy literally eaten. Okay, the Augie should get a special scout badge for taking out 3 zombies at once with a ball.
First of all, I loved the entire montage scene of them building their weapons.
Yeah.
And then the weapons that they created, I mean, just holy shit. Those were some creative zombie fighting weapons.
Augie's was badass.
And especially Augie's.
Yeah, I liked that.
And each one of their weapons catered to their things that they got the badges for.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a badass weapon.
Even during that whole montage, well, not the montage scene, the scene in the rec center or whatever, where the senior party was, it was really where they were doing CGI the most. And CGI was actually well done.
Yes, I thought so too. When that head exploded, I was like, that's not bad.
I was really surprised.
Or also when that zombie was up against the wall and his head split in half.
Yes. Yep.
One of the other things that I liked was it wasn't one of those moments where they go there to save the girl and that's the only person that they save.
Right.
There was still a lot of the student body that they evacuated out of the party.
What bugged me about that, though, is if that's going down, you're running the fuck away. They're like, let's go, let's get out now. I'm like, why aren't people already getting out? Why are there so many people? Like, I thought they were all zombies at first. I'm like, no, there's a bunch of people still there that are normal people. Run. Run. And
this is when you get labeled a victim.
Yeah, just run the hell away. Jeez, I know you're high school seniors, but come on now. Augie can build a really powerful bomb.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. And the last thing I wrote, at the very end, when they were showing the evacuation bus pulling in, and people were getting off of it, I wrote, how are people getting off the evacuation bus all nonchalant? I've been off that fucking bus. Like, I've been running. Like, you're going to be scared, you're going to be looking around, you're going to be, like, panicked. They're just like, do, another day.
when your next door neighbor's Haddonfield, I guess it might be.
That's very true. Like, at least we don't have a guy in a mask walking around trying to stab us. So those are actually my notes. Anything that I didn't say that you appreciated or laughed at or enjoyed?
Some more of the things I still appreciated. I was afraid it was going to go for the hokey moment. I mean, granted, it still had a hokey moment at the end, but I thought they were going to team Ty Sheridan's character up with the stripper character. I'm glad they didn't, because that would have just been like a major basic trope.
I'm glad they didn't, mainly because of the age difference.
Yeah, also the age difference, because whereas the sister was a senior in the high school, so she's probably at worst 2 years older.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I appreciated. I also appreciate that the military did show up to save their asses.
Mm-hmm. And that the explosion brought them to them.
Mm-hmm. And aside from that, I mean, this was just a fun movie. Even the end credits was amusing with all the selfie pics.
Yeah. And some of them were from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was clever.
It was just very amusing, a lot of fun, completely delivered on just being entertaining.
Yeah, like it knew what kind of movie it was.
And it had no illusions about it.
And it used it to its advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do some of that. You can't. You just can't. Like, you can't have Grandma gumming a 15, 16-year-old boy's bare ass. You can't have long-ass zombie penis.
And a zombie on a scooter.
And you could have zombie titties, but yeah. It was just so unnecessary. Like, what the hell? Like, there's just so much unnecessary, but it works.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew it was being unnecessary. Yeah, this was a good choice. I'm happy we watched this one.
Yes.
And not even trying to get me to watch this for a while now.
Yes.
A long, long while.
And I'm glad it's one that I had not seen either.
Yes, I wasn't sure when we first started. I was like, has he seen this one already? But yeah, it wouldn't have been the same if you'd seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to say something. A nice bit of irony I liked.
Mm-hmm.
The zombie wearing the YOLO shirt.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. A zombie wearing a You Only Live Once shirt. I was like, yes. Yes. Just, damn it, yes. There's so much just damn it, yes moments. Like, yes. That's so fucking clever. This is a fun movie.
Yes.
That's all I can really say. It was just a fun, absurd movie. If you like horror comedy, check it out. With surprisingly good practical effects and really good CGI.
Agreed.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I really can't think of anything else.
All right, well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tune in tomorrow for day 19 of 31 Days of Horror. In the meantime, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.